Hello everyone. Here is me taking a look at the brand new pictures. There are official images for the hospital wing set that's coming March 1st. And first impressions, I have to say, this does look better than in the catalog where we got some leaked pictures before. And those pictures were kind of just grainy, unclear, lots of pixels. But here you can see a lot better. And I think this is actually a pretty nice set. Um, Not too expensive either for what you get. I think this is definitely worth the money. Um, but at the same time, it is a downgrade, definitely from the clock tower set we got back in 2019. So I'm going to take a close look at this set here and give you my thoughts on it. So, well, first of all, still these sand green roofs. I think it does fit with the 2021 line where they had sand green roofs, and this is what it's meant to fit with. And I think it makes sense that they still make those this year. Even though I know some people are very disappointed that they're not dark bluish gray, because they think that looks nicer, and I get that. I mean, you want these to be nice on display and everything. But I think this is just made to fit with the 2021 sets, and it does, I'm sure. I think this is going to fit right in. It doesn't really look like the actual part of the castle that this is supposed to represent, but that was the case with those sets too. I think they took a lot of liberties when they designed those sets, and whereas the 2018 to 2020 sets, they were very much trying to look the part, where the way the castle looks in the movies. And then 2021 and now 2022, they're doing the same-ish kind of thing, but they definitely take more liberties, and they don't really stick as closely to the way it looks, and they're a bit more creative, which I think that can be a good thing. And I mean, we have those sets that came out already, and I'm happy that they're still doing new sets. And I think this is probably the best thing they could do to just continue making sets that are different and not just redo the models and have them be updated and maybe slightly nicer or slightly different. I think it's better to make a downgrade that's creative than to not do anything, or to make the exact same set with maybe a slight adjustment. And I think that's probably what Lego usually try to do. They try to make things look new and creative. So that's why this is the way it is. And I think the focus on the actual hospital wing is a good thing here. So yeah, about this style, I mean, it works. I think it looks pretty okay. I like the small details. I like the fact that the wall has some texture to it. It's not flat. You can see how it goes out here, and then there's kind of an arch, and you have some protrusions here, and some little spikes or tiny turret things. And I like the windows that they're in white, or like the cross frame is in white, and I think that fits with this being a hospital more than, like, in the past they've used black and then like brown window frames that go around like this, and I think this is a nicer look, and I'm curious if I make a big mock, if I will make a combination of these like in the future. I'm planning to make a big thing, so maybe I'll also mix with these white ones and the black ones that we've got in the past. One thing I think is kind of weak is the fact that this actual clock section has so many gaps. You can see the gaps above and the gaps below, and I think that definitely doesn't look very good. I think they could have designed that better. Maybe they could have put this slightly lower and made it so that this hole is more of a round hole. I think if they could have made that work, that would have looked so much better than what it does here. Um, so yeah, that's one thing that I didn't mention in my past video that I think, yeah, that they could have designed this better right here. There's a function that you turn this uh, tower thing. I mean, you turn this and then the clock spins, and I guess that's a nice little function, even though it doesn't really make any sense. Um, but yeah. Um, I like the sand blue owl with the wings spread out. I think that's nice to get another one that's not Hedwig. I definitely like this Madame Pomfrey figure and the Skelligro print on this little cylinder piece. I believe that has to be a print. This too, this is a box of Birdie Bot's Ever Flavor beans, I believe. And that looks to be a print as well. Then there is this time turner piece that I think has to be a print as well. I think, let's see here. Oh, obey me, computer. Yeah, I think we can't really see it very well, but it looks like a golden stud with a printed tile on top. And that's nice. So we have a new version of Hermione, where she's kind of, her clothes are dirty and she doesn't have the time turner piece around her neck because she has it in her hand. And also Ron, his torso is dirtied up and he's a bit messy, and he's got a broken leg, so he has a cast on his leg. And then Harry, at first I thought this was the same torso as we got in the Expecto Patronum set, but it actually is also unique because you can see he's a bit dirty. So all three of these figures are similar to their previous appearances. They actually, all three of them appeared in the Hagrid's cabin set that came in 2019. But then here they have an updated print where they have dirtied clothes, and I think that's awesome. I think that's great that they got that, and of course it matches the movie too, because you can see here like this little spot on Harry's torso. That's the same place he gets a spot in the movie, and I think that's just awesome that they went into detail like that. I'm sure all of these spots and things match the way they look in the movies too. I think nice attention to detail, and very nice that we didn't get just a repeat of the exact same torsos we already got. Madame Pomfrey, I think probably the best thing about her is her hat hair combo, and I guess her torso is good, and she's got a skirt piece. Nothing too special about it, but I think it matches the movie pretty well, so yeah. But I think this is a new mold. I've never seen it before, at least. So that's nice. And here's a little cart with some potions, and you have some diamond stoppers on these. I think that's nice. Yeah, but that's probably pretty much it for this. I guess there's also this build for this little barrier thing that you can put between the beds in the hospital wing. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I think that there is to say here. Then here's the box art. We have a nice box art, um, but it's pretty much the same as we just looked at, so I'm not going to dwell on this very much. And here is the back, and this is very nice. I think the function of having these, having the wall fold is very nice actually, and it both works as a set to open it up, and it also actually improves on the whole thing with the 2021 line of sets. It just looks like one big flat wall if you don't make some custom adjustments when you put all the sets together. But this here has hinges, so you can make your wall kind of turn on this little hinge, and I think that's great. If you have if you display these sets and you want to make it not so flat, then you can connect the other sets on either sides of this, and either have it facing this way on this picture, or the other way if you want to look at the exterior, and that way you can have a much more interesting display. So I think that's really great, and it helps them to get over that problem with having the walls be so flat, or yeah, when you put all the sets together. 3 beds here, nice beds, nice builds for the beds, nothing special, but it kind of makes sense too that Harry, Ron, Hermione, they get 1 bed each, and this is where they wake up, and then there's a scene with the time turner, and Ron doesn't get to come along. I think this is a very nice setup, or a nice idea for a set, I'd say. Also, also this mechanism here, you can see a bit of it. How I suppose there has to be a gear up here that's connecting to this gear. Huh? Doesn't really look like a gear with or actually, yeah, it is a gear. So here's a gear, here's another, and then there's another one on that's laying down flat connected to this. So when you turn this, it will turn the gears and the clock will spin. What else to comment on here? We have these candles, nothing special, just nice to get more of those. Little flower. You have some lamps. Again, this Skelligro bottle is nice. You have some builds for nightstands next to the beds, and I guess that's pretty much it for the whole thing. And also, yes, we get a chest with a flat top. Again, this is something we're getting in several sets, and including the Hogwarts trunk set, and the Professor Moody classroom, and now here. I think it's awesome that we're finally getting these. I mean, this chest mold has been used for, what, 30 years? Something like that. And finally we're getting a version of it with a flat top. so you can stack them on each other, and it just makes so much sense that you would have that. And it's about time, and I'm happy we're getting so many with these sets, and they're different colors too. But here it is in brown. I think the one in Professor Moody's classroom is black, and I don't remember what color the one in the Hogwarts trunk set is, but that's also with a flat top. Next picture, here's a close-up, and you see this, I guess, is it a checklist or something? Or it's something that Madame Pomfrey uses to keep track of things, like a little notepad. Yeah. Nice, looks to be printed as well. That's always nice. I think we're getting quite a few prints here, and I think these are probably stickers. Those have to be stickers, but I think this is probably a print, as well as the ones I already talked about. Yeah, nice close-up. Not much to say here that I haven't already said. And here's a close look at the figures. Yeah, they are, I think the face prints are exactly the same as we've had before. If the alternate faces were different, then they would probably show us those as part of the advertisement, but they don't, so I suppose we're just getting another Harry, Ron, and Hermione that we've already gotten before. But the torsos are new, and I think that's awesome, like I've said. Also, the mid-length legs. Good to get more of those, I think. Yeah, always good. Here we can see that function when you turn the top of this little tower turn thing, and it spins the clock. Oh yeah, I think this is also a print, I believe. I know this is printed. This is reused from the clock tower set, and this I think was also, no wait, no, I don't think they used this in the clock tower set. This is just a normal print for a normal clock, I think. In the clock tower set they had a separate shield with a printed clock on it to represent this thing. So this one's different, I believe. I could be misremembering. Let's see. Okay, here's the back of the box. We get 2 collectible wizard cards. So we are continuing those. Interesting. I wonder if we're getting new ones, or if it's just the same 16 we got with the earlier sets. I have them all, so part of me is kind of hoping that these are new, but then again, that just means more collecting, and yeah, I don't know. I don't really care too much about collecting all these, even though, well, I have them because, well, the ones they've released so far, I have them all because I bought that many sets that I just have them. But yeah, part of me is kind of hopeful that they're new, I guess, but I don't really care too much. Yeah, not much else to see here. And here's another look at the figures, and here you can clearly see the prints. So clearly these are different than the ones we've gotten before. And this is a nice view. And here's a full 360 of the set. One more. Okay. So, will I be getting this? Yes, I will. Probably just one. Although if I find it for cheap, I may get several. Because I like the pieces you get for it. They're useful. I like these, and extra figures is always nice when they're exclusive. So yeah, maybe I'll get two. But yeah, this is a nice enough set with some things that are kind of weaknesses. I guess. Oh yeah, this is probably why I didn't notice the gaps here in the catalog. Um, Apart from being very grainy, they used an effect here on this clock to kind of partially hide the gaps, and I think that's kind of sneaky. Um, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense for them to do that effect because it does spin, and oh, it's about time, and oh, they change in time, and they go to the past. So I guess it kind of fits with the scene. It kind of makes sense. But I think they also definitely did hide these gaps, and you couldn't really see them until you saw this picture, and it's like, oh wow, that's kind of ugly. But yeah, those were my thoughts on this set. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have differing opinions, if you agree with me or disagree with me, will you get this on day one or will you wait? Um, Anything that I missed that I didn't bring up, I'd be interested to hear your opinions on this set. And I hope you have a good day. And goodbye.